guys. Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going to take a look at something that's swarming the Earth at 13,000 miles an hour, supposedly at 5,000 degrees. But first, speaking of swarms, a couple of swarms over here in California currently underway. A 4.4 less than 48 hours ago near the Highland Park, California area that was felt by hundreds of thousands of people, following the 5.2 that was also felt by hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions of people. I wanted to point out both of these swarms are on opposite sides of the San Andreas fault line. The San Andreas is right through here. It runs through the Fraser Park area, just south of Palmdale, down through Highland. You've got a swarm up here just north of the San Andreas, and an ongoing swarm right now just south of the San Andreas. So definitely something to keep a close eye on. Coming over here to the homepage of the website, today's feature photo was sent in by Taylor out of Lake Wales, Florida. What a cool photo of either sunrise or sunset. You've got glowing, colorful clouds, and then the split sky phenomena. And checking in on the GOES X-ray flux over here at the Space Weather Prediction Center, that could be the reason why we're seeing an increase of earthquake activity. Solar flares and CMEs have been very active the last 7 days, and we're right now in the middle of another M-class solar flare. Looking at the planetary K-index, slowing down some since the severe G4 geomagnetic storm about 24 hours ago. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano, looking at earthquake activity along the eastern edge of the caldera at Hawks Rest, at the east entrance, Parker Peak, showing some earthquake activity at the northeast entrance, Mammoth Vault. The dark blue represents magma intrusion, showing earthquake activity at Grant Village. The red vertical lines represent earthquakes, small earthquakes, nothing large, but that's quite a few earthquakes for a 24-hour period. Checking in on the Schumann resonance, I've got something interesting to share with you guys. Here's one chart that I used, and you can see here in the last 8 hours, it has been at full maximum capacity, well over 40 hertz. And then I received this screen grab. This is also another measurement of the Schumann resonance, and you don't see the large spike. You can see a small spike underway, but notice the letters over there near the spike, SOS. I don't know if that means anything, but that was a good observation by Renee. Thank you, Renee. Really appreciate that. Looking at the wildfire situation, still very active out here in the western United States and up in Canada. Still have coast-to-coast wildfires, hundreds upon hundreds of wildfires currently underway. The largest in Northern California at 429,000 acres, 39% containment. That would be the Park wildfire in Northern California. And looking at Los Angeles over here on Google Earth, this is where the ongoing swarm is currently underway in the densely populated Los Angeles area. There's another swarm right up here. And once again, the San Andreas runs right through both swarms in Southern California. Coming over here to spaceweather.com, Severe Steve is what they call this thing, for lack of a better name, because nobody knows what this thing is. Check this out. There's some sort of a mysterious, what they call a red ribbon. It has to have density if it's measurable at 5,000 degrees. Supposedly, that's the temperature of this thing you see right here, moving at 13,000 miles per hour. It is a mystery. It is supposedly up here in the magnetosphere. It's revealed during geomagnetic storms. Storms like we just saw less than 24 hours ago. Here's video footage from Joseph out of St. Marie, Montana, showing more of the spectacular green and purple skies visible from Montana. And when Earth encounters CMEs, a CME is a coronal mass ejection from the sun. Sometimes they come directly at Earth and trigger the northern lights, aurora borealis, like we're seeing right here. And here's another view of the bright green skies by Brian Johnson out of Anoka, Minnesota, from August 12th of 2024. But when we have that type of activity, for mysterious reasons, in fact, reasons completely unknown, nobody knows anything about this, with the exception of the temperature and speed, and that it shows up during geomagnetic storms. I'm assuming that this thing is always in the magnetosphere, swarming the Earth at 13,000 miles per hour, but it's just weird how nobody knows what this thing is. It was visible from right here here in New Zealand. That's where the photo came from, over here at spaceweather.com. Right there in South New Zealand. That's where this was visible during the last geomagnetic storm. You never know where this thing's going to show up, and it is highly mysterious. Nobody knows anything about this thing. And again, it's 5,000 degrees and moving around the Earth at 13,000 miles per hour. Makes you wonder if this has anything to do with the record temperatures that we're seeing around the Earth. And is this the only one? Are there multiples that are swarming the Earth? This one just happened to be visible by a gentleman down in New Zealand during the last geomagnetic storm. Great catch. Great article over there at spaceweather.com. Speaking of great catches, these next videos are of mysterious balls of light that have weird tails. You can't make this stuff up. It's almost like a nighttime small version of that red ribbon you just saw that's 5,000 degrees. Colby out of Oroville, California, just a few nights ago spotted this cruising through the nighttime sky. Wasn't making any noise. Some sort of what looks like a glowing ball of possible fire. It's not a meteor, though, or a meteorite. Check this thing out. It's got some sort of a flame coming off the backside of it, and it's moving through the sky at a high altitude. That's not a Chinese lantern. That's not a drone. That's not an airplane or a helicopter. We know what it's not. We just don't know what it is. So this is one observation from the west coast of the United States. You're also going to see what looks like the same exact thing all the way on the other side of the country, over 2,000 miles away. And once again, this was spotted in the sky above Oroville, California. Very mysterious, glowing object with a very short tail, which is going to bring us to the next video and the next sighting of what appears to be, quite possibly, the same exact thing. Here we go. Different location, different person, and even a different time. Renee, June of 2023. Check it out. Looks like the same object moving in a different direction. This one moving across the screen from right to left. Notice the similarities. It's got the same short tail. It looks like a little fiery tail, glowing front end, moving slowly, not very fast, not making any noise. Definitely not an airplane or a helicopter. Some sort of a mysterious ball of light moving through the sky. Noticed by two different people, quite possibly 3 different people. Now we're out in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Renee B. looked out over the ocean and saw this in the nighttime sky, hovering out above the water. Again, not making any sound, not a typical airplane or helicopter, some sort of a mysterious light. At times, you can see a little tail coming off the backside of that thing, implying movement, but it's primarily stationary. I don't know what that thing was. Way out over the ocean, off the east coast of the United States, spotted by Renee from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Great job, guys. Keep the photos and videos coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. If you guys have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website, MrMBB333.com. Look for this red banner right here that says, have a large video. It's a Dropbox. Drag and drop your video into the Dropbox. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.